I am now 38 weeks and 6 days. And yes, I've left so much to the last minute, but like I've said before, I have been immersed in birth work for the last 6 years. So I'm hoping that it's all just in there anyway. I've been teaching classes and particularly hypnobirthing classes. And I've used hypnobirthing the last two, my last two births. So it should all be in there, but I am feeling a bit last minute and a little rushed, but I do eventually get around to things even if I'm late. But today I'm going to talk a little about affirmations. And this is one birth preparation tool that I've used a lot with my births. And yeah, so I've finally got around to looking at my affirmations and preparing some kind of visuals for me. So I thought I would show you. Now, it might be again glary. Oh, no, wow, it's not glary today. All right, so what I've done is maybe I'll start with this one. I've created some visual kind of things for me to look at, and affirmations are great to have, you know, somewhere prominent, somewhere where you'll see them all the time and be reminded to read them and say them. Affirmations are going to be more effective if you say them out loud. It's particularly great saying it in the mirror. Like, I know it might feel a bit silly at first, but you really kind of look into your eyes and say these positive statements, and it's a lot easier I think, for it to, you know, for you to take it in, particularly into your subconscious, into your belief system. The one criticism of affirmations that I've heard is that you can say things lots of times and it may not, you can say things and it's not necessarily going to change your beliefs. But that's why repeating them is a really big focus of affirmations. So creating something visual can also really help with getting it in there. And what else? And I do think self-hypnosis is really helpful for taking in affirmations, because you're getting yourself into a very relaxed state. It's not just physically relaxed, but mentally relaxed, so that you're ready to take on these positive suggestions. So that's my little tip about affirmations. So I've created this, and this one is glary. Sorry, I might take a photo of that so you can see it properly. Oh yeah, anyway, so I've created like a sheet, and I can actually remove these and change them around if I want. I probably won't, but that's what I had sort of already gotten ready. And anyway, so I can kind of move them around, and some of them, I'll let you know some of my affirmations. But yeah, some of them are to do with the birth, and some of them are to do with just me feeling safe and loved and nurtured. So I think, you know, sometimes if I get into a negative headspace, the negative self-talk comes in, and it's not so much to do with the birth, but to do with self-esteem and loving myself. So I've got a few of those. So I've got I am loved is one of my affirmations. I love myself, I love my body, I love my baby. So a nice little reminder there. I deserve a comfortable, easy birthing. I think, yeah, sometimes we look at other, you know, we might watch a birth video or read a birth story and go, oh, well, it's okay for them, they were lucky, or there's something different about that woman, and that won't be my experience, because, you know, for whatever reason, we kind of doubt ourselves, or we put ourselves down. We put ourselves in another category. And so I really want to remind myself that I deserve this just as much as every woman deserves to have a positive experience. I really, really want to be in a amazingly positive place when birthing. So I've actually got I enjoy each pressure wave. So yeah, rather than just kind of bearing them, and yeah, I want to enjoy the whole experience. I've got I accept my birthing time, I surrender to my body, I embrace each wave. So I'm calling contractions pressure waves or waves. That's what I've used in the past, so I'm most comfortable with those. Anyway, so I'm actually really loving this. This is just like in the bathroom, so I can see, you know, whenever I go in there to go to in the shower or and go to the toilet or whatever, and I visit there a lot at night. So that'll be there whenever, you know, I'll see it a lot. Now, in addition to that, like, when I finally do get around to things, I do go a bit overkill. But anyway, I've also kind of dug up one of my old handouts for clients, which has got a whole list of affirmations. So I'm going to have that stuck up and on the wall, and I'm going to repeat these every day. So I won't go through the list. I might be able to provide a link for you if you'd like a list of suggested affirmations, but there's so many out there, and I would really, really encourage you to hop onto the Hypnobirthing Australia website, because there is a track that is available there with birthing affirmations, which is really good. Anyway, I've just got one scrubbed out because it's to do with the hospital, and because I'm having a home birth this time around, I just didn't want that in my mind. But yeah, so, and I've got some cue words, which I'll talk about quickly now. So you can have affirmations, which is a statement, and it's an I statement in the present tense. And so you'll notice it's I am, not I will, you know, I will have, because that's future, and the future could change. So you're always talking in the present tense in first person. But there's also some, if there's words that really resonate with you, just single words, you can create like a cue word. And for me, these were the words that were really important to me last time. There was breathe. So it was kind of like a birth reminder or a cue word, slowly and deeply. And I just created these myself, like during my last pregnancy. Believe in myself and my ability to birth naturally. So I needed to do a lot of work around belief because of the trauma and the fear that I held from my first birth. Release, and then I've actually got an affirmation underneath. I will release all fear and tension, all tension and fear. And trust. So trust in my body and in my baby. And I just kind of picked nice pictures to go with it. Okay, I think that's all. And this one actually I got from a book. Oh, I forgot to bring it to the camera. But anyway, there's a couple of really nice books with affirmations too. And this one has, this book has these lovely pictures, which I'll show you some. And these little affirmation kind of things. And then at the end of each affirmation, it says, smile, this is a wonderful moment. And I just love that concept of enjoying, like being joyful in your birth. So I like the reminder to smile. Anyway, so, and I missed this one, love. Love my body, love my baby and this sacred experience. So instead of fighting it and seeing it as an obstacle and even a challenge, I mean, that could be a positive thing for you, so that's fine to see it as a challenge, but I want to see it as something, a joyful experience rather than as a challenge, because that can sometimes be a teensy bit negative. Anyway, so I've also picked out some pictures, so I'm just going to have these scattered across the house probably, or just in my birth space. Some pictures from the book that has a bunch of affirmations in it. And there's just some really lovely images that I scanned and laminated for myself. So that's kind of a symbolic, you know, your cervix opening. A lot of these are very symbolic, but I love this one because it's so joyful. This one's just peaceful. I love this one. And this kind of represents the journey to your baby. And I also, I got really frustrated because I couldn't find the original, but I did find a photo of a picture I had done a few years ago with some clients, and I basically was copying that peaceful one, wherever it went. I copied this one, but kind of, you know, created my own little little image. So this is a photo of what I did, so that's why it's all a bit dark. Anyway, that's a bit annoying. So and just added some keywords: peace, center, calm, focus. So I laminated that, printed and laminated that, and I've also got this other one, which was one that a client did, but I just thought it was so cute. So she was copying this one and has some lovely words there: calm, opening, peace, and glide. So baby's just going to glide on out. So I've got these I'm just feeling a lot more organized, even though it does seem last minute, I know. Hopefully we've still got a couple of weeks for this all to sink in, but I feel like just the process of, you know, like here I had to type these up and then, you know, pick the colors and print it out and laminate it and cut it up and put it on. Like, just the process of creating something can be a really powerful thing. So it's just you're just gonna take it in. You're going to own it. So anyway, so I've got all my affirmations set, and I would really encourage you to use affirmations. Like I said, if you aren't sure on where to start with affirmations, I would really recommend you getting a track. So hop on over to hypnobirthingaustralia.com.au. I'll put a link in the description. And I'd love to know what sort of affirmations you might have used, and why those affirmations? What was so powerful about those particular words? So yeah, we'd love to hear from you and your experience, and I hope you're having a great day. All right, see ya.